Matthew Cruz. So now you know my name, but you still don't know my story.
Matt, what's going on, man?
Not much, how you doing?
I just say, man.
Good.
Yeah, so for the people that don't know Matt Cruz, tell them a bit about Matt Cruz.
Matt Cruz.
Mhm.
I am an artist.
Mhm.
I'm not a rapper. I am more than music.
Mhm.
Reason I say that is because Matt Cruz writes Matt Cruz's own music.
Yeah.
Matt Cruz directs Matt Cruz's videos.
Mhm.
Matt Cruz manages Matt Cruz's affairs. Matt Cruz plays the saxophone on his own tracks.
Yeah.
So I am the artist that they've all been waiting for.
Yeah.
And I say that in a modest tone.
And a modest one.
Yeah.
Okay. After being out so long in the game, what motivated you to come back in and start fresh?
Well, to be honest, I just pretty much lost faith in the music industry in Barbados because it has a lot of promising things happening.
Mhm.
But outside of Rihanna, and she's in her own league, everything else is just some pretty much dwindling by the wayside.
Mhm.
So for me, the passion is always there, it will never leave.
Mhm.
My whole thing is, how do I, as an artist, come back after not doing music for so long and get people to take me seriously and get them to be interested in my solo project. So as opposed to just releasing a song or trying to put a single on the radio, because to this day I've never put a song on the radio as my own personal music.
Okay.
Well, from my own project, but my whole thing was, how do I get their attention and how do I hold it? So as opposed to just give you a song every month and give you a visual for it so you can understand where my head was at the point in time. What do I see? What do I feel when I'm listening to the song? What mood was I in when I wrote it?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what prompted me to come back. I wanted to come back, but with a bang. So that explains 12 videos in 12 months, because no one has ever done that before. And outside of Rihanna, there is no Barbadian artist that has even 12 videos, furthermore put out 12 videos in a year. So to that, I'm very proud of myself, I must say.
Okay, so it's like a year since Meet Matt Cruz. I think you put that out at the end of January.
January 31st,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a year since the inception of 12 So how do you feel after the year?
I feel great. I also feel pretty upset about it, but I'm good because, as I said, it's an achievement. I had a lot of fun working on the project, but then I get mixed emotions because there is no song, there is no video, there is no moment that in my mind I was 500% happy with. I was 120% happy with it.
Okay.
But there's always room for improvement, and unless you recognize that as an artist, then you will continue to stifle your growth. So I feel good. I wish I could have done more. Every video there's more scenes I wanted to put in, different wardrobe changes I wish I had. Wish I had better looking girls. I wish I had nicer cars. I wish I had more money to spend on the videos. I wish I had a bigger budget to treat the people. I wish I had more money to pay the people that worked on it. I wish I had more of everything.
Okay, so you feel you achieved what you wanted, like the goal
Well,
of putting Matt Cruz out there?
Definitely. I was able to put myself out there. I was able to. I had artists flying last year from abroad to work with me. I even traveled and I worked with some artists overseas as well.
Okay.
I shot videos with a guy from Boston. I did a video with a guy from Dominica.
Okay.
I did a promotional tour of Dominica.
Oh, wow.
The end of last year. I actually did we released a video with him December 25th, Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Pretty soon I got a video.
Andy guy, right?
Andy.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Andy in the 365 team for sure. I can go all around the world. And I mean, the girls love that song. So, I mean, the year had a lot of good things. And luckily for me, it put some things in place that I could execute this year.
Okay.
So I'm just looking forward to that. I purposely took a month away from everything just to see where the game is at now, because I was blind to everything else. I was just working on my own stuff.
Yeah.
I just took some time out to look at everything else, and now that I know where the game is, I'm going to put out another video pretty soon. And that will be accompanied by a lot more stuff. And I also have something I'm working on that you'll be the first person to know about it. It's something something called 24.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
24.
All right.
So they're public. Please look out for 24.
Yeah. So how you think the Barbadian response was to your project? What was the response you got from the project?
You see, the response to the project pretty much reinforces everything that kept me away from music for so long. And that was, I would be out, be walking. Some people would point at me, "Hey, you're that guy from this video," or "Hey, you have a song, you do music," and I mean, that's fine, yeah. But then I'll be out sometimes and some people come to me and go like, I saw your video. And for me, I'm like, which one? And they're like, oh, you have more than one? Oh, the one where you were driving down the road in the car with Tef, or you and a girl were on a boat. But people, even though it says 12 and 12, I hashtag at the end of every video. Yeah. But people didn't quite grasp the some people didn't quite understand, because you see, at the end of the day, we're not accustomed to that in Barbados. You're not accustomed to seeing a guy just put out that much material. So some people, exactly, a video a month. So some people were not quite on par with understanding, well, this was happening. So they see a video, they like it, but they don't know, well, you can go and search for more of Matt Cruz. And that's a problem. So as my boy Tef tells me, 12 and 12 was the right project with the wrong place. I did the right thing, but for the wrong people, because the pace here is not as fast as it's not as fast as it should be, or it could be, because people were not up to speed with the time of my releases. But outside of that, the project was a blessing. As I said, I made a lot of good links. I learned a lot, and in life, you know, as you learn, you grow. So I'm very grateful for that.
Oh, okay. So why you thinking of putting out a project? What made you think, yeah, I can do a visual project rather than just like put a song?
Because everyone puts out songs. I could just go and I could blah 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 sheet, blah 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 sheet, remix and put it on the radio, fine. But when people hear it, the DJ may say, yeah, I knew Matt Cruz, but who is Matt Cruz? Yeah. So you get to see me, you get to see me in my element, you get to see me doing different things in different surroundings, different times, different messages for each different song. You get to understand who I am as an artist. You like 12 and 12, I let people into my life. Every song, every word was a true story. Something that I did, something I experienced. If I didn't own it, I would never rap about it. If I didn't buy it, if it wasn't mine, if in terms of females, if we didn't do whatever, I would not sing about it. So when I say thanks to the pictures that gave to me, like thank you, I am grateful. I'm grateful. You know, so the project was I really did let people into my life in every aspect of the word, and I tackled a lot of situations, a lot of sensitive topics as well, things that I'm sure people didn't expect me to get to. If you look at Problems and Pain, that's one of the weirdest songs. Not weird in a bad way, but it's weird in a real way. And I know people that understand the situation behind it were not expecting that. But that's the reason for it. As an artist, you have to be honest. Put my life on the mic. My verses is daily scriptures. That's one of the lines from my new song I can put out soon.
Oh, okay. So what was your thought process going into making a video? Do you like have a story, or do you just like? Well,
as I said, everything is real. Every song is real. Every story is something that has happened or is happening. So as I'm writing the song, the vibe pretty much came to me. Like I remember, like it was just now. I was working with my boy Rocker, up at Frequency, and we were doing Never Change. And for Never Change, I had a whole storyboard. I had a full line. And when I was listening back to the song when we were recording it, all I was seeing in my head was darkness and flashing lights. And Never Change is actually one of my more popular songs, but it's also one of my most simple videos. The video pretty much has nothing going on. It's just me, darkness, smoke, and flashing lights. And that's what I was seeing.
And you was playing these saxophone, and the girl was playing saxophone too.
Well, I mean, for her, it was more so a prop for her. That was just to add to the flavor of the video, but definitely Never Change, and that is living proof that is all about the vibe of the song and how it's going, and not just just writing a storyboard, because any song you could just stand up in front of any wall and rap, and that's a performance scene, and that's done. But how do you tie these performance scenes into the message of the music? Back onto your wardrobing. Matt Cruz is his own stylist. So how do you put all these things together for people to understand where you're coming from? It is very important, but once you're being real, everything is an honest flow, then it will all make sense. It will all come together as a project when you're done, because input was 110% real. There was no influence, no outside influence, so there's nothing to throw off the final product.
Alright, so you did Rapid Fire. That was you freestyled over J. Cole.
Yeah,
Cole and
that goes to show too for 12 and 12. Originally the project went way over budget, and the reason for that was that originally 12 and 12 was supposed to be a reverse mixtape, which means that as opposed to, people put out a song, a single, then they put the video after, or they put the album and then you see the videos come after. I wanted to do it in reverse. So it's like, put out all the videos, and then when I'm done, put out the project as a whole. and it was a mixtape. You know, mixtapes you freestyle other people's beats.
Yeah.
But the project pretty much took off in a positive light, in a way I didn't expect it to. So I ended up doing a lot more originals. But the rapid fire now, that's a beat. Being a saxophone player and the saxophone in the instrumental, I fell in love with it. So I found myself listening to the beat like day after day for a number of weeks, and afterwards I was like, well, if you like the beat so much, do a song on it. Yeah, and rapid fire is actually a crowd favorite. And I actually mastered the saxophone line on it as well. Oh, wow. So when I perform it, I play the saxophone line, and it's fun.
Great, man.
It's fun.
That's great. But like that, and I think Problems Are Pain, that was Mirrors, and Like Me Now was
Frank Ocean.
So
another shot was off of Kendrick Lamar. Rocket did SFP. Muhammad Hanif, he did Never Change. Okay. He did Fuck Your Assistance, which is the first half of the Rapid Fire video. Yeah. And Muhammad also did Can't Ignore, which was number 8. Problems and Pain was number 9. That was the Justin Timberlake cover. Number 10, Conspiracy Theory. My boy Rocket did that as well. Number 6, Life, live acoustic video. That is, I actually left it as a live acoustic video purposely because if you think about it, if you watch VH1, you got the VH1 storytellers, and some people actually record those and put those out as the official video. So for me, 12 it was a blessing because I had all types of videos. I had a black and white video, which was the Rapid Fire. I had the live video, which is Life. And that was produced by myself. The guitars played by Shane Free. As I said, Rocket did Conspiracy Theory. Number 11, that was Survival, produced by me again. My boy Shane Free did the guitars on that as well.
Yeah, and that's when he was like skipping and the Exodus we are and all that.
Yeah, big shout out to Exodus as well. My boys over there keeping it live. And then number 12, Nobody, Muhammad Hanif again. So let me see, if you do the math, it's just about half of the project was original, and the other half was freestyle. Yeah. Which kind of works out perfectly for a mixtape too, because international mixtapes have one originals and freestyles. So yeah, it worked out pretty good for me.
Alright, so I got a question for you. I remember time back you post a release. It was regarding like saying you're gonna censor your work because of a job and was not. You remember that?
Censor work because of a job.
Yeah, so
a job which I no longer hold.
Yeah, because there was no gonna answer. You don't think that like tampers how you putting out your music, how you want your audience.
It does. It fucks with the way you put out my music severely, and I hate it. And that's why if you look at the same Rapid Fire video, that's actually edited. Because at the point in time, because of the corporate world, I am a nigga with a collar and tie background, so it wasn't sitting well with the corporate industry. I'm based on my content, which is wrong, because my content is not. I'm not saying, yo, go kill a nigga, shoot a nigga, rape a bitch, kill a nigga, shoot everybody, rape the bitches. I was singing. No, I am singing real life. Everything is real life. Like true stories, things that happen around us, things that you know about. And it's like, if these are things that are happening, why is it a problem if I speak about it? It happens. The newspaper, they document it. You had these school children fooping, and the nation getting put a softcore porn. Oh, as he was inserting and thrusting, and that's not a problem. But I talk about one of my sexual encounters, and Matt Cruz, you were not reflecting our corporate image. That is fuckery. But that's also life. So you deal with it as it comes. So I had to censor my work because my music, it got to a point where I just no longer cared. Because as an artist, you have to be free. So I put out my own music, and I guess whatever is whatever. I did what I had to do, and the project is completed. The people who, my following, they love me. I love them too, and I am doing my music for them. At the end of the day, at some point, whether it's now, next year, next month, 20 years from now, I'm 25, it could be 50 years from now, I'm gonna die at some point. And every fucking body else is gonna die as well. And all of their things done on earth, however good or bad, will no longer be recognized or remembered at some point. So, as opposed to being one of those people, I'm gonna do my music, and 50 years from now, 100 years from now, the same how they remember Bob Marley, they remember Matt Cruz. So, that's just what it is.
Alright, to switch the interview for a moment now. artists usually like vent about airplay when it comes to like radio stations and like
I don't give a
DJs.
fuck. I have
Really?
not even made an attempt to
Mhm.
put any song on the radio last year
Mhm.
because I was working on a project, and once again, you see, in Barbados the industry is kind of stifling because for these stations you need to submit some stations you need to submit a copy of the lyrics.
Mhm.
You need to give them an edited version. You have to listen for it to be vetted and this and that.
Mhm.
But then if Drake come and put a song tomorrow,
They gonna put it on
who
one
cares?
time.
Just edit it and bam, and send that to the station, and like, you know. So for me, I don't even want to be a part of that nonsense because I'm not gonna try to do some kind of watered down music to put up, because then that's not Matt Cruz. That is watered down Matt Cruz, whoever he is.
Mhm.
Who says that the people who like Matt Cruz are gonna like watered down stuff?
Mhm.
When I talk about real life situations, people understand me and people like the music because people live real lives. People don't live in boxes, and you know, these are things you're exposed to. And I just make it there. I bring you a little more aware of it, and I share my stories. As a musician, you share your stories, and those who can relate to your stories follow your music. People can relate to my stuff, that's why they follow it. So this year is going to be the year where I really show them the other sides of me, so they understand that, yo, I don't just sing about pussy, money, weed. But however, pussy, money, weed is a very integral part of life. Every nigga needs some pussy. We all need money to live. The shirt you gonna cost money. The rubber bands that I put in my hair cost money. To get here, we either have to come in a car, which means that's a money. That's insurance for the car, which is money. Road tax for the car, which is money. Gas for the car, which is money. Or you get your bus. And if you get your bus, you have to pay bus fare. And the person that running the bus, they gonna get paid. And the bus running off for gas and insurance and road tax and everything else. Weed is a ticklish situation. I don't know how to approach it because it's illegal in Barbados. It is illegal in a lot of territories in the world. Some territories are making it legal. But at the end of the day, what makes it so wrong? It's only wrong because some official passed something and put it in writing. But at the end of the day, 500 years ago, when we were all naked running about in the bush, that is one of the remedies that were there. That was one of those things. And it's not to say that this is something that we go make in a lab. It's not a hardcore drug that you make in a lab and shake this and shake that. It could blow up and burn out holes in your nose. This is something natural that is anywhere. You can plant it like a tomato or a cucumber and it grows. Yeah. So what's the problem?
I ain't got the answers. I ain't got the answers. So as the front runner of the rap game for 2013, you think you could keep
maintain?
It going into 2014?
Of course. 2014 is my year. I have a lot of music, and I just wanted to take a month. I want to take some time, and then to, as I said, dealing with the corporate world. January was a very emotional month for me because 12-in-12 was done. So I was on that high horse, and then it was dealing with the corporate world and the after effects of 12-in-12. So I was just putting everything together. I got some new music coming out now, and I'm looking forward to it. And I guarantee that I will have a lot of fun for 2014. I will maintain front runner status for 2014 as well.
So you see any competitors or threats in your way as you look to take over 2014?
The word competition, I don't know what it means.
You don't know what it means?
So I looked in the dictionary and I read it, and for some reason it's the only thing that I didn't understand what the dictionary told me. What is competition? I've never had it. I've never had it.
That's good. Going blinkers and just going.
No blinkers. I just never had it.
Just never had it. Okay.
Big shout out to everyone who did their thing in 2013 and who's going to be doing their thing in 2014. Congrats to you. They don't mean anything to me.
All right. So for 2014, you gonna be doing any touring?
Well, based on how the Dominica situation went, they're trying to get me back on there for the Creole Festival. I got a phone call the other day, talking about St. Lucia Jazz, but it was more so a phone call trying to put things in place. Definitely there's nothing guaranteed, but it's definitely something I'd like to do. I'll look forward to it and hope it can happen. But the whole aim is to take what happened for 2013 as a project and add on the flavor of 2014 to use that to push me and to market me abroad. So the whole aim is, I guess, to show that to spend 2014 is to prove that 2013 was not a fluke. To show improvement from 2013, which I'm sure some people are trying to figure out how can you improve from that. And then from there, everything else will happen on its own. Okay. Definitely.
All right, so we can expect a full release for 12-in-12, like a hard copy, digital.
Yes. Well, to be honest with you, the aim was to do that as soon as January came. And then the corporate world had its hiccups that stole my January from me.
Mhm.
But it's fine because 24, the project I'm working on,
Mhm.
I will incorporate 12 and 12 hard copies into that.
Into that.
And when you think about it, 12 plus 12 is 24.
Yeah.
And the two projects are completely not related.
So you can be kind of like 12 and 12, twice over, twice as hard.
Honestly, 24 is a problem.
Mhm.
And 24 has nothing to do with 12 and 12. It was not a plan.
Mhm.
24.
Yeah, man.
24.
So, all right, so now we got you talking about 24. Is it going to be like 12 and 12 where you release a video every month, or is it going to be like one solid track?
Every month, solid track? No, 24 is something that it is. Okay, 12 and 12 was a bunch of quick releases. Every month a video. 24 is very quick in release as well of what it is.
What is?
But it's not a song and it's not a video.
Okay.
It's a project.
It's a project.
And it's a project that no one, I know for sure, and this is not just in terms of Barbados, no one has ever done it before.
No.
And I will take pride in doing it. And I will take pride in fucking it up. And everyone will love me for it.
And
Those who can try to keep up. Everyone will not be able to keep up. And it's going to take a lot off of me and my body to do it. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to filming it and documenting it.
So when can we expect that?
24? Probably in May. It is going to take a lot of planning. It's going to take a lot of planning.
So to end it off now, this
24. Just don't forget 24.
Yeah, I don't forget 24.
I'm talking about it now. I'm getting kind of excited. 24 is going to be... Well, I mean, 12 and 12 has changed my life. 12 and 12 has changed a lot of ideas about the music industry. And 24 will cap it off. And after 24, then I will repeat my favorite line from the last video I released. Nobody ain't fucking with me. Definitely.
Okay. All right, well, thanks, Matt. Thanks for the
One
interview,
love you.
man.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, we can really look out for 24 and all the best for 2014.
Thank you so much. Big shout out to 246 Mixtapes.
Yeah.
All day. Big shout out to my boys Tef, Ver, Rocker, Muhammad Hanif. You got Selwyn, Too Bad videographer. Blessed my year last year. Big shout out to my mom. Rest in peace to my dad.
Yeah.
Big shout out to everybody following the Matt Cruz project. And if you ain't feeling me, fuck you.
Yeah. What you saying that to me? That you gotta say that.
Yo, if you ain't feeling me, fuck.
Matt Cruz. Yo, Rocky, you need to give me some more headphones. So I tell you this every time you find me. Yo, let's go. Rapid fire on informers and intruders. If you know the truth, then motherfuck the rumors. Been and seen through a lot, but I'm a trooper. Shitting on the competition, pissing on the losers. Snapshot of my life at present. Presence of a king with the grind of a peasant. Gifted by God, I don't need your presence. Chosen by the same, so I don't need your preference. Blessings on top of blessings, it makes me ashamed of this life of sin that I'm so deeply ingrained in. 88 I weighed in, now the world is mine for the taking. A rebel with no fucking explanation. Rapid fire on informers and intruders. If you know the truth, then motherfuck the rumors.